Welcome back, everyone. I'm out here at COSI, joined with Joe, and there's a lot going on out here. Guessing it's linked to that new exhibit?
Yeah, we always have a lot going on, and you know, I love my toys. So we're really excited because we just announced our latest traveling exhibition from the American Museum of Natural History. It's called Pterosaurs, Flight in the Age of Dinosaurs. Talking about one of my favorite groups of prehistoric creatures, the pterosaurs.
And how is that similar or different to dinosaurs?
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite questions to answer. We get it all the time, especially now that we're getting this exhibition. So pterosaurs are not dinosaurs, but they lived at the same time as dinosaurs, and they're so cool. So I've got a cast of a Pterosaur fossil here. Their wings are different from a bird's wings or even a bat's wings because their wing was made, imagine if you took your finger here and just made it longer and longer and longer and longer and longer, and then there was a membrane stretched across it. That was what their wing was, and so they had a claw that they actually used to walk around on. And they were on all fours. They got around on the ground quite capably, and we know this because of the extremely rare fossils that we have, and some of these you can see inside the exhibition.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So they were, so yeah, just for example here, we got a bird wing. And people are pretty familiar with birds. We can look outside our window and see them. Birds are dinosaurs. Their wing is mostly made of feathers to create the flight surface, and it's like their whole arm. And then bats have their wing is their hand. So three different ways to get off the ground, all interesting, but pterosaurs, unfortunately, are no longer with us. So we can only study them from their fossils. So yeah, you'll be able to come see some cool things. Like I said, learn the science of why we know these things. They were the largest animals to ever fly, so you can see Quetzalcoatlus. This is the 30-foot long pterosaur. It's like the size of a private jet. So obviously I'm very excited about it.
I love that, and I like that it's separate from even that dinosaur exhibit that's here all the time.
Yes, so we have our American Museum of Natural History Dinosaur Gallery, obviously my favorite exhibition. But now you will get to see kind of another side of that time period that is, even if you go to most natural history museums, there are not a lot of pterosaurs because I mentioned their fossils are so rare because they're kind of delicate creatures. But you can come see some of those things at the Pterosaurs exhibition. And
I like that you're still able to compare them to things that we can look out the window and see.
Yes. Yeah, they were amazing. Unfortunately, not here with us anymore, but we have some pretty amazing flying creatures. I love to say we're still in the age of dinosaurs because there's like 18,000 species of birds. So there's actually more dinosaurs now than back in the Cretaceous period.
And I feel like this is an exhibit that can appeal to everyone because I feel like even toddler and early elementary age, they're learning more about the dinosaurs, and there's so many different types that I didn't even know existed, let alone the other creatures that were around during that era.
One of my favorite parts about these is that, you know, the kids walk in and they react how you might expect. They're very excited, but then you look right behind them and the adults are doing the same exact thing, and it's kind of universal, and I love that about it.
And it's so cool just to see those size variations and even just seeing the models down here to see, okay, here's kind of almost a medium-sized bird compared to those large dinosaurs that were out there.
Yeah, they range from the size of bats to, like I said, the size of airplanes. But they were mostly large compared to birds. That's one of the reasons why birds survived the mass extinction and they did not, because they were small.
Oh, and something like this, is this going to be an extra ticket? Is it kind of included where people can walk around?
This is going to be included with admission, but if you want to know anything about any of our traveling exhibitions or ticket prices or things like that, you can always go to cosi.org.
I like that. And we see again, cosi.org, it's going to be the place where you can go find out more information about those traveling exhibits. Make sure that you know that you're coming on a time where you can actually see this exhibit as well. And if you'd like to learn more about this, hear Joe's expertise firsthand, you can head over to our website, NBC4i.com.